Alright, Rhino, because you asked, here's a video, man. I'm going to show you what I got going on in the garden. Here we go. Got the rhubarb. Got a whole row of red onions. Whole row of white onions. I got some sweet blend lettuce next to it. I got some, spinach. And then down there towards the stake right there is radishes all the way down to the end. This one's going to be for a second harvest of lettuce. I'll plant that row there as soon as that row's done. And then here I've got a whole row of carrots. All right, carrots go all the way down to that stake. And then right here I got whopper pepper, bell pepper. And then another whopper pepper. And then here I got a jalapeno pepper. I'd like to plant a couple more plants of those. And I got me another whopper pepper. I think that one's a solid, no, that's just a whopper. Then I've got me a big pepper. Big Bertha. So I got me a Big Bertha. And another Big Bertha. And then I got me a Red Beauty. And next to it's another little Red Beauty. Red Beauty. Then I'll end up going down the rest of that row with peppers like banana peppers and things like that. Keep that going. And then one of my projects I've been working on this weekend, or these last 4 days, is my asparagus. My asparagus is doing really good going to fern. It's got some seeds down there on the end. But this I wanted to make a permanent bed. So, I don't know, it's not too bad. I got to do a little bit of straightening yet. The row's not completely straight, but I get that lined out. I got the line ready to stake. Get that going. Get that one staked out still, and then every year you're supposed to cover it with a couple inches, 1 to 2 inches of mulch and dirt, and just keep covering it up. So eventually it'll be all the way to the top of the. And then planted some chives inside of it, and then some basil. And then we'll just go ahead and plant some more herbs and things like that in the tops of them. I may end up putting a couple top capstones on it so it makes it look a little bit nicer, and then you just got a few little pockets. And then you were asking about the trellis. Yeah, we built this, Dad and I built this trellis. I don't know, I've got less than $10 in it. Had some of the stuff here, and then basically I think we used 5 or 6 2x4s. Then I had the wire, but I've seen other people do it with just stringing it, which I'll probably end up trying the string next year so I can save that wire and use it for one of my homemade cages, tomato cages. And then down at the base of it, we've got the cucumbers. They're coming on nicely. I plant on each side. I plant a row down this side, and then on the inside of it also, I'll plant another, I planted another row. That way it grows up, vines up the trellis, and then you'll just be able to walk right through and do that. These are straight 8 cucumbers. Those are the slicing cucumbers. And then on this side I've got the Boston pickling cucumbers. Same thing there. I planted them on this side, and then on the inside also. And then we went ahead and got some parsley. Got some parsley there, help out with our salsa and stuff. And I'll take you over here to the end. I got a whole row of beans, green beans. They're Boston green beans. And then, no, Kentucky Wonder green beans. And then that's the only row we had last year, and it just wasn't enough, so went ahead and planted another row of them. So I've got 2 rows of Kentucky Wonder green beans. And then Bobby wanted some lima beans, so I put her in a row of lima beans. And then over here, since I'm not certain how well this trellising system will work with the cucumbers, I'm gonna go ahead and plant me another row of cucumbers here. I'll probably do half and half. I'll probably go down to right about here and do pickling cucumbers and then straight cucumbers. But then I put the wire and stuff on it so they can climb up it. And I'll do the same thing to these 3 rows here. And then I got my tomatoes. These are my homemade cages. Just some of that leftover fencing and stuff that we tore down. That fence that was going along over there. So just made those. Staked them on each side. So I give it some support. They're pretty sturdy. And then these are the San Marzano. Those are for like salsas and stuff. And then early tomato, extra early tomato. It ain't extra early. I don't know, I kept it in the house too long, I guess. But another thing right there, just went ahead and another tomato cage, and then zip tied them all the way down. So did the same thing with this. So I think right now I've got a total of seven pepper plants, or tomato plants in the ground. We'll let these get going, probably about another 2 or 3 weeks. And then I'm going to plant this row. This row will be another row of tomatoes. So we'll see how many tomatoes I actually need, or if I just want to plant something else there. And then to combat the weeds, at work we have paper, and we have a paper shredder. So I brought it home, put it down, and then the grass clippings in the yard and stuff. So no, it's not grass growing in my rows. I don't need a weed. Take you over here. You got a couple more things. So there's where I told you I was going to plant the tomatoes whenever I need them after the other ones are done. And then I've got this whole row over here, this whole big area here to plant yet. To get this somewhat planted, kind of figure out what we want. I do know over here I've got the cabbage. I got 4 cabbages, and then the rest of them are beets. And then today I went ahead and planted me some straight 8 squash, some yellow squash. So I got those squash planted, and then next to it over here, probably tomorrow I'll mound up some more and go get some zucchini seeds. Plant the zucchini, but I still got quite a bit of room yet to plant. I know in this fall we want to do black-eyed peas, probably some other stuff. She may end up wanting a cucumber. I thought about putting that, I don't know if you can tell down there's one that I didn't water. I just mounted it up. I ran out of seeds for the squash. I'll probably end up putting a cantaloupe or something down there maybe. I don't know. We'll see what I feel like doing tomorrow. But there's the garden in a nutshell, bud. I got some stuff planted. Got my compost going over there. I got 3 bins of compost with the straw and grass clippings and stuff from the house. And then all that stuff over there. So in a nutshell, bud, this is what I got. You like any of my ideas, use them. If you need some help doing something, oh yeah, I cut that tree down. Did you notice that? I got the big tree cut down over there. I've been burning that stump out. So there's my there's what I've been working on, buddy. Need some help with it? You want to build one of those trellises, or you want to put some stakes and stuff in the ground, get them all hilled up, lined up, rowed up, whatever you need, give me a call. Just got working out here in the garden. That's all I'm doing. All right, bud. Text me. Let me know.